get an education, pursue a career, and then everything else in life will just fall into place on its own. Well, they may not say it exactly like that, but that is definitely the message that gets delivered from our schools, media, our parents, government, you name it. Pursue education. Man, the most important thing you will do in life as a child is get an education. And almost no matter how many years that takes, who cares? You're getting an education. It's the most important thing. Then you can get a job and get a job that will pay you well, or you will get a job that will make you happy. And I'm now convinced that's a freaking load of lies. I think I have become convinced that the thing that gives us fulfillment is satisfying and fulfilling a purpose in our lives and having a vision that we are going towards. Maybe satisfying that vision, but that we have a vision. And there's going to be, I'd have to make a whole video. I'm going to need to make a whole video on just what is purpose and what is vision. But I'm noting that because those things are absent in our culture, we are a very dissatisfied, directionless population. I mean, check this out. Education. What is its purpose? Why does it exist in our culture today? It is to get you prepared to become an employee. And the reason why the companies give you money, the reason why, is so that you will stay and exchange your time and your expertise and skills for the money that they will give you. But they give you just enough so that you'll keep coming back to get more of what they have to offer. I mean, think about this. If you worked at 7-Eleven or at a law firm, or if you built pipelines for oil companies, and let's say they paid you $20 million a year to do any one of those jobs, would you keep going back year after year? Or just, I mean, and keeping the current lifestyle you have now, right? Like your expenses don't suddenly explode because you have the job that you have or the income that you have. Would you keep going back? I mean, the reason why I did the job that I did is because they paid me. So education does that. It just prepares you to become an employee. What it does not do is teach you how to be fulfilled and how to be satisfied and happy in your life. And happy is not a great word for this conversation, but I'm just going to use it because it's most commonly used. Really, instead of happiness, we really should be chasing contentment, right? But happiness. They don't teach us that. The education doesn't teach us that. The media doesn't teach us that. The government, our parents, who can? Church makes an attempt at this, but church in our culture has been highly influenced by the consumer culture and the education culture and employee culture. Heck, most of the time the pastor is an employee himself. He doesn't understand, nor does he oh dear, pardon the noise. Anyways, he does not understand entrepreneurship, creating, building, making. Moreover, fulfillment. How many pastors are empty inside? And man alive, this is by no means saying that we don't need the church. I think we do, but we're missing something so valuable. And so I have on here, a career is not a purpose. A career, it can't be a purpose because, how do I write this? How did I write this? Because it is not big enough for your identity. A career does not give you an identity, at least not one that's big enough, even if you love the job you're in. And how many of us do not like the work or job that we have. I heard that something like 85% of employees do not like the work that they have. Or no, what is it? I'll just say 85% of employees. 85% of people who have work do not like the work that they do. They hate it. That means only 15% of people love the work that they do. 15%. And we're supposed to then extract purpose and meaning and happiness or contentment from the 85% of the other jobs that are out there? I think I'm just gonna say it like this. I'm becoming convinced. No, I think that we need to get our purpose, our fulfillment, and our contentment outside of work, outside of career. It's got to come from somewhere else. And what I'm understanding is that purpose has to be bigger than just the like getting a career and getting married and having a car and raising some kids, which these are all good things. I did this. You see, I had gotten to a certain age where I'm like, I should be married by now. All of my friends are married. All of my family. I'm the only one that's not married. My younger sister got married wildly before me. And so I did. I got married. What for? What for? To be a husband and to have a wife and to make a family. And what I realized is that I was tacking onto a unfulfilled life, this thing that's going to extract from your life like crazy. It does add. It absolutely does add, but it extracts before it adds. Those children, they don't care what you're going through. They don't care where you come from. No shade to children. Hey, we all were children once, but they can't even comprehend or conceive where we're coming from. And they're going to extract. And if we don't have something that's fulfilling us in return, like fulfilling us first, and we have that abundance within us, the children then will wear us completely out. And what about our wife? No shade to her. She's coming from where she's coming from. But now she's going to be extracting from us as well. And moreover, she's gotten the same freaking message that we were given, right? So what? I mean, here's my one of my mistakes I made with my previous marriage. Previous marriage. I'm not married now. Anyways, I invited her to become a part of a marriage. I did not invite her to join in a purpose, a vision, a journey somewhere where I was going. I didn't have anything to invite her to become a part of, to contribute to society, to contribute to mankind. And I'm learning these are not out of the reach concepts or ideas. Just governments or a government official or some massive CEO that's a part of $1 billion corporation is not the only one that has access to contributing to the world. You and I have that same access. Like, holy crap. So when I asked her, come and be my wife, I had nothing else. Work, pay the bills, maybe raise some kids, and she works and helps pay the bills. And then that's it. And I think that this is one of the reasons why there is a huge crash in relationships in our world. There are multiple factors. There really are. I just think this is one of them, that our marriages have no other purpose than we should get married. I mean, we've got kids now, or I'd like to have kids, or the Bible says so, or, we're old enough now, or, a lot of these kind of reasons. But we don't have a purpose beyond ourselves for these marriages. I think like one of the things I've heard is people are starting to wake up to the idea that, because of the population collapse, marriage is really, really important. And that's valid. That is valid. We need to step into something like this. Like what purpose and what vision? And I've got to make a video about this. Right now, I'm just looking at this. So what do we do with this? Like, okay, I need a purpose. I need a vision. I think we've been programmed. Okay, so I've already stated this. We have been programmed to be purposeless. And check it out, man. It's not our fault. We didn't tell the schools what curriculum, what information, what guidance to give us. That was installed in us without our choice. And the teachers and the school administration, all that kind of stuff, for the most part, I don't think they even have an idea of what this ultimate a purpose is for the education, so much as they just think that that's what we do. We've been doing it for hundreds of years. I think since the industrial age began, I think that's as long as there's been this kind of education to prepare us just to be an employee. It's not their fault. It's not our fault. But it is our responsibility to now do something about this. And I think this is good news. Because if it was not only not our fault, but then there was nothing we could do about it, man, we're screwed. But instead, we can do something about this. And I'm saying we because, man, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too, right? Like I need to hear this. We have access to prosperity, even in our position. And I'm, learning how I have access to that. And this video definitely can't cover that. Not yet, anyways. But it's our responsibility. We can do something about this. We don't have to stay programmed the way we are because we are human. We have agency, we have consciousness, we have the ability to change our programming. I was going to even say our instinct, and I mean, I think we can influence it. Like we can decide, we can deny it, defy it, and or push ourselves into something that's completely against our instinct. Like we can do that. So that means then that which has been programmed to us, we wildly have access over that. So let's do this. Let's freaking take back control of the programming that goes into our minds. I mean, imagine we are kind of like a computer, but a conscious computer that can install what it wants to install. We can do that. Maybe not as children, but definitely as adults.